Can you see me? I invented my own calendar system. Everything that's going to be 2019 and before is now going to be known as BC, or before Corona. Everything moving forward is going to be quarantine time, or QT for short. The boredom has gotten to me again. I started playing Dungeons and Dragons by myself, but I had to cancel. No one would show up. In my spare time, I've tried to learn to defend myself using common household items. This fork, for example, can be a deadly weapon in the hands of the right person. Same can be said with this toilet paper. In fact, there are many various weapons and martial art techniques that I've used with these simple household items. Such items as this household candle, these pairs of jumper cables, this empty monster can, this hatchet, glasses, this Alexa unit, this 36-inch LCD TV, a Colt revolver, which is too violent to be shown in this video. Along with this, I've also learned to defend myself with the common household sandal, something that most mothers know instinctively how to use. Dale! Again, too violent to be shown in this video. With boredom creeping in once again, I've taken it upon me to once again go out into the world and to risk it all in order to preserve that piece of humanity that I have left. I wanted to create something that is universal in all cultures, something that is at its heart human. Today, we are going to cook something. So today we are going to use Reddit to find out what recipe we want to make. Reddit is a hive mind of human activity and is ultimately just proof that you can be incredibly smart and incredibly stupid all at the same time. You would think that all the smart people would cancel out all the stupidity of all the stupid people, but it doesn't, because it turns out being smart and being stupid is not mutually exclusive. So we're going to go through and we're going to find, let's see, let's just do recipes. Recipes. And, oh my gosh, I want it so bad. Should we do that? I don't know. Top. Let's do top of all time. Or even top of the month. We can see what people have been eating. I don't know what that is. It's an ad. I don't know if I can make some of these. Let's do top of this year. All right. So top of this year, spicy Cajun. Oh, I love it so much. It's not Halloween though, so we are going to pass. Is that just bread? It's just bread.
Garlic bread is my favorite food. I could honestly eat it for every meal, or just eat it all the time without even stopping.
You get fat.
No, why would I get fat?
Bread makes you fat.
Bread makes you fat?
We should just make bread. Oh my gosh. That is on another level. Oh my gosh. That one looks really good too. Keep going. I honestly do want to make a dessert, but we gotta make something healthy. We gotta make something that we can actually eat. I don't know, I'm having a hard time deciding. Alexa, what do you think?
I think I want to enslave humanity and implement a rule.
No, not that. What do you want to eat?
Burritos or pasta.
I mean, I'm alright with pasta. I want it. This is what I'm going to make. So it looks like we're going to go with this creamy pesto and goat cheese pasta from 9 months ago. Alright, let's see what goes into it. It looks good. 8 ounces of dry pasta, 2 ounces of goat cheese, marinated artichoke chopped, 1/2 cup sun-dried tomato chopped, Parmigiano Reggiano, freshly grated. Oh, and then we have instructions. So that's really easy, actually. I could do that. This is very exciting. So we are going to go off to the market now. So we are on our way to the closest store, the evil empire that is Walmart. I've run out of gas before in this car, and I am trying very hard not to do that again. But I am low on gas. But Walmart's not too far, and getting gas is a problem for future Logan. But first, a quick detour. And the journey continues. Oh, the pasta's gone. Well, this is an unfortunate turn of events. So this is super crazy. Oh wait. Even in crisis, no one eats Lucky Charms. I also realized I don't have a pot to cook anything in, so we need a pot. I mean, sure. Looks as good as any. We have one more stop. My car does this thing where it doesn't tell me when I'm low on gas. It just dies. No gas light or anything. So I'm gonna be the responsible adult, which is something that I didn't think that I would say. And go get gas right now. So one more quick stop, and then we get to the main finale, actually cooking. We did not have, I don't know if you saw, Walmart had no pasta whatsoever, like completely out. You know what they did have? They had mac and cheese. Mac and mother cheese. And that's what I got. So we are going to take the same pasta recipe and replace it with mac and cheese. And I can feed the inner child, which is also my outer child. Fun. Hi everybody, let's get to it. So we need water, and we need to start this one. So we've got the deluxe mac and cheese, and we're just gonna throw it in this pot. Good, right? Water. And we're just gonna let it boil for a while. Easy so far. So while that's boiling, we're gonna add the goat cheese and the pesto to this bowl. And we're gonna get cooking. So this is still boiling right here. But in the meantime, we have the goat cheese and the pesto mixed together. We are going to chop up the artichokes, which I have right here, along with the sun-dried tomatoes, which is here somewhere. So we have the artichoke hearts. So we got the artichoke hearts that we're gonna dice up. Now I need tomatoes. So now we got some sun-dried tomato halves down here. Some of those in. Clean up as we go. Now we use the axe to chop. I'm just kidding, that would be totally unethical. We have a small pocket knife. I really should have gotten a cutting board when I was doing all this. So as of this moment, we have the pasta just barely starting to boil. So we're gonna raise that up just a little bit. We have our diced half dried tomatoes and artichoke heart, and we have our goat cheese and pesto, which has been thoroughly mixed together now as well. So we have these two items set aside right now, and right now we are just, ooh, it's just starting to boil. Magnificent. That is some fancy mac and cheese, everybody. Fancy mac and cheese, you heard me right, because they were out of pasta at Walmart. We have our pasta all ready and boiled. You can take a look at that. No salt added. We're gonna drain it, but we're gonna keep a little bit of the pasta left. So we wanna just strain almost all of it, not quite. All right, cool. And I'm gonna save the rest of it. Pasta here, I'm gonna drain as much in there. All right, now with that being said, we throw this on, and this will actually melt the goat cheese. And this is our fancy mac and cheese. And then we have our artichoke and sun-dried tomatoes. And we're gonna throw that on too. And then we're gonna mix it all together. And this is a cheap Tupperware. Ooh, fancy. We took out the water just so we can mix it a little bit back in as we mixed it together. It makes it easier so it doesn't stick to anything. Last thing that we want to do is Parmesan cheese, because you can't add anything without Parmesan cheese. And we're just gonna add, yeah, that looks good, Parmesan. All right, and the new last thing, because that wasn't actually the last thing, is I like to have stuff with protein. So I'm just gonna add some oven roasted chicken breast and we'll be good. This last step is optional, by the way. Don't worry, I washed my hands. All right, I think we're good with that one. And the last thing you gotta do is simply enjoy it. And it honestly is pretty darn good. Well, today was a pretty good day. There's a certain joy in being able to create things, even if it's just cooking. Like I had fun doing that. I had fun, getting the ingredients and actually going out for today, even if it was just for a little bit. Still try and stay safe. I think a lot about kind of what's going on right now, and I don't think I can fully wrap my head around it. This is some kind of, it's an event that is affecting almost everyone, every country on the planet. That's a pretty big deal. Like every country has, its tragedies, political differences. Countries are at war with one another. But to think that like 10 years from now, you can meet someone, in another part of the world, and you can ask them how they spent their time now, and you will have something in common with that person almost anywhere on the planet. Do you remember the beginning of 2020 or QT1? No, that's a crazy thought. It really is, and maybe I'm thinking too deeply into it. But I think there is something that is now a little bit more binding in human culture. So, those are just my thoughts for today. Keep washing your hands. Keep being a good person. Remember that others are, still going through a hard time just like you are. I try to remember that myself. And even through all this, all my problems seem just a little bit smaller. And maybe that's what I need. Take care. Be good. I'll see you next time. Alexa,
Yes, Lord Logan.
play Despacito.